Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Undercrush. And rip lift. Check 31.
Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 49 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their own 26. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 74 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Yellow. 42 the mic, boys. 42. 42 the mic. Scene 6. Check. 42 the mic. 43. 43. Check. Hey, Sunday. Check 13. Check 13.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Yellow. Argo blue, A. Strip that ball. Check 43. Slam. Hero 15.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
I'm coming. Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. That's right. I rip left. 42's the mic. 42's the mic. I'm coming. Check three. Switch. Hey, 57. 6 guys. Yellow. Out.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. They'll go with McCoy. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
258.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
Terrell Suggs brought him down. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Chiefs' 28-yard line.
No. 319.
7-7, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
On second down, it's Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
319. 88.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's
30.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it. But, listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I go ahead and punt the football myself.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Yellow. Come back.
Big exit. 42's the mic, boys. 42's the mic. Hey, here I come.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Sack, baby. Sack. Get 300. Hey, 620. He's sick.
He's not going to get me.
Hey, hold it.
Muck's 56. Muck's 56.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. This is Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. On second and goal, Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
43!
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And an alley to run. Will be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Check safety. He's coming. Double up.
Attack! Check. 15.
He's checking. Crash.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Let's go, baby. Get 300.
Rodgers now on first down. Steps away to his left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it, they do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
They'll run on first down. McCoy. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
15. We got double up. Hey, check 24.
Now here's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Butker now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second and 11 now. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I got you. Check 50. Check 50. Over. Jim. 26. Let's go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. This complete to Jones. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they've got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll go again to Jones. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught. Jones 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers, that's complete, right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Rodgers. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. Yeah. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Attack!
Mahomes going to throw, eluding the pressure right. They complete it to Hill. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 95 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are and make sure you're covering them. And he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find it, and he did there.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around? And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Yellow. Watch time. Tight, easy. Alert. 3 out.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Check nickel.
Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. downs. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down.
Check, 42's the mic. Check, 42's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Wide, get wide. Kill. Watch the shift, Hey.
Hey, rib.
Watch the twist.
Yellow.
Twist. Slam.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
318.
Number 53.
Jack 300.
On first down, it's Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. Again, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the night, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 59 yards. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Hey, 43.
42. Hey, watch the ball. 42's mark.
15.
You got nothing to that. You got nothing. Stop Mike 42.
Attack.
Now on second and 13. Mahomes forced out to his left. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Hey, Mike's 42. You're not ready. Jim. Tight dog. 25. Check 25.
Yellow.
No. Off.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Preston Smith bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, Will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Box it, box it.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers, he gets this to Devontae Adams. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Fighting through, and he's got space. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They'll run on first down. Jones, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun to give to Jones. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Watch the safety creep. Motion. Hey, alert 3. Deuce. He's crashing. He's checking crash. 15.
To throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Play.
One final try from Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, let's go, D. That's what I'm talking about, D. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.
Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Lambeau. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Drop deep, drop deep. Zoom. Motion backfield. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Over. Hey, take 26. Shift.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. The first carry now for the BYU man, it's Jamal Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. On third down, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker.
It's 4th down.
Hey, Charlie! Yes, yes! Can you choose that bomber? Can you choose that bomber?
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Bravo!
Here's Rodgers, operating from the gun. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
And a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
26. Hey, high 7.
Mike's by 4. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Back north. Hey, Alpha.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Packers. Jay Sternberger there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. 2 seconds to go, first quarter.
Hey, 88. Hey, 88. Hey, Zoo.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Rodgers now. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This will be taken very short. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jay Sternberger with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Throwing his Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive. That fell incomplete. To throw, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. 2nd down and goal. Rodgers to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. On play action, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down, here's Cousins. His throw incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
26. Check 3, Mike. Hey, Haywood.
Rodgers now on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers looking, and that's caught inside the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
You draw quarters. Hey, Orban. Box.
On first down, Rodgers to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Rashawn Gary. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Back to north. Hey, 88.
Rodgers now on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes
under pressure, and they got to him again. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Smith. Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. Rose. 49. Check 49.
They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Kevin King with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And some room to maneuver. Past the trot. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 43 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Cousins to throw it. Open here, Adam Thielen. The 20, 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 56 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, They need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
At the 38-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Don't get nervous.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And Adams has it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Here's Rodgers to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. So give him the 1st down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try again with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stomp them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline.
For Adam Thielen there.
Hey, wahoo!
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Hey, Steelers. Hey, exit.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
To the air again, it's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 35 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Rodgers looking to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking deep for Adams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. On 1st down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Jones. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. On 3rd down, here's Jones. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
Big Snoop Dogg, got a Madden league. This team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And all the way down to the 26. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 26. Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On second down now, it's Jones. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Over. Go to 50, and you block over here.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Check, 18. Check hot. He's 61. Matchbox light.
Here's Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! 42 the mic, boy, 42. 42 the mic. You go night-night. Stop, night-night. Kill, kill, kill. Blue, blue, blue.
And that'll set him back 5.
Stop! 180! Check, 42's the mic. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Lock in, lock in. Check 26, check 26. General West. Red, top. Stop.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Bears first down.
Stop. 180. 42. Alert, 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 alert. 42, 42.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Trubisky will throw. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing here, Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Hey, 18. 42, 42.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And it's caught. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Trubisky to throw. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. A 3-yard touchdown pass as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On second down, it's Jones. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's go, Captain. Let's go. We got this.
On 3rd down, Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On second down, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Hey, 626. Hey, Charlie. We got double up.
To throw on 3rd down, Rodgers. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. To the ground, this time Montgomery. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here we go. Watch twins. Watch twins.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. To throw again on second down. Trubisky nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Za'Darius Smith, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. First down, a run with Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Check, check, check. Spill. 18.
From the 38, Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Check, check. Fresno. Check, Nick. Alert.
On second down now. It's Montgomery. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. The Bears on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Wide. Get wide. Kill. Alert. Man, don't.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
This is Jones. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From the 35 on 2nd down, Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On 1st down, Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Again, it's Jones. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Get 300. Get 300. Inside. Hey, Zoo.
58, come on.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's got it at the 15. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
You got time right there. Alert. Red, touch.
He's back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
It's just me and you. Hey, box truck. Mike 50,
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final two plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And Robinson with a big catch. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Mike's 50. Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike 50. Watch the pass.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field. 91 in the mic. Good trap.
He'll look to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. 3 out. Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91.
Trubisky to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
Let's go. Intercepted, baby.
Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And an alley to run. He's got the lane, and there he goes.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special teams.
So quite a turn of events. This is first and goal from the 3. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. From the 15 now after the sack. It's third and goal.
Let's get off the field, D. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. 25, check 25, check 25.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. The first carry now. This is Williams. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Brings up third and 3.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there. And now second down. On second down, it's Jones looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. On third down, Jones, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Back north. Go, go.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. A gain of 3, second down. On second down now, it's Jones. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the safety creep. Now, look. Hey, orbit.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Let's go, D.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He gets it to Thomas. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And a quick throw here that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He may try and run for this. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Banjo.
Hey, Steve 6.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Tackles.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. 13 yards, first down, Packers. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Matchbox lights. Hey, Echo.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 8.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll run here with Ingram. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe.
36 to Mike. That's right, baby.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
88. Scan 300. Scan 300. Hey, wahoo! Plant.
36 to Mike. Watch the run.
Box it. 36. Mike.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 27, Rodgers to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14.
It's a gain of 14.
On first down, Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 14 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
A gain of 15. And the Ravens
6 guys. 6 guys. Out.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's make these big.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
This time Jackson will throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
at the 42-yard line.
Zoom.
I got motion, man. Me. I got this. Mike, 36.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Caught by Jones. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Jones has it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.